Boom boom, I wonder if this will be worse or better than last week. Can he show improvement? Probably not. What's up y'all, welcome back to my channel once again, and welcome back to another episode, our fourth episode already of non-artist draws. Last week didn't go well, but let's not pretend that the 2 weeks before went well either. So in our first week we drew Eve, in our second week we drew Changmin, in our third week we drew we didn't draw ATs, we drew Yoonho from ATs, and now we've gone around to my fourth alt group, NCT, and we're going to be drawing Jeno from NCT, who's not even my bias, but we're drawing him anyways. As for last week's drawings of Yoonho, which, to be honest with you, did not go that well, but they are funny, and one of them looks kind of alright. Those drawings are up on Patreon. The link is down below. It is $1, and you get to see a drawing every single day of the week that I spend lots of time on, try to look real good. That wasn't English. And you know, I'm not saying they're good, but you know, you can join me on my journey. They're weekly summaries. They're beautiful. Anyways, getting into this video. We're gonna be drawing this picture of Jeno. It's honestly not the best quality picture ever. It's a little bit blurry, and we're okay with that because I've decided that it's okay. Anyways, we're gonna be switching it up a tiny bit today. We're still gonna start with our 15-second challenge because I think it's funny and it stresses me out, and that's always fun. So we're gonna be starting with that, and then after that we're going to do a 10-minute challenge instead of 5-minute challenge because I think 5 minutes is a little bit too short, which is exciting, I think, because the first week I wouldn't have said that 5 minutes was too short because I didn't think I could make anything better in more than 5 minutes. And I'm not saying that I can make anything better, really, but I do think that I can benefit from 10 minutes, even if it's just less stressful. Without further ado, because I never think before I do these things and I just go straight into it, which just leaves me stressed out the whole time, we're gonna start our 15-second challenge. If you don't know, the timer set for 16 seconds, so I have time to hit start and then start drawing because I'm slow and a mess. So, yeah. Am I prepared? No, not at all. I'ma look for like 3 seconds, and then we're gonna start. Okay, so I'm gonna draw it over here. So he has like a head, and then it's like he's very square jaw. And then eyes, okay, eyes. And don't forget his nose, and lips, and hair. Beautiful. I had more time. I could have given him pupils. I thought I was almost out. I think it looks beautiful. I don't know about you guys, but I think this is the best drawing I've ever drawn. Like, wow. I'm gonna hold it up. Wow. Like, look at that. Are you seeing that? I think it's beautiful. Even with the headlines, I think it looks beautiful. I think this is the best drawing ever made. Totally looks like Jeno. And it actually has like a nose. It doesn't have ears. And it does have hair this time. Last time it didn't have hair. We're happy with this. I'm happy with this. Let's write 15-second Jeno. 15-second Jeno. Okay, so now that that monstrosity is out of the way, let's set the timer for 10 minutes. And I'm gonna take some time to look at the picture and get like my plan all set out. Not that that's gonna make it look good, but I'll have one. Okay, so I don't really know what's gonna happen with these 10 minutes. Like, I feel like I'm going to try not to focus on the time as much because I want to try to make it look okay, but I definitely take more than 10 minutes to draw something nicely, so I feel like I might run out of time if I don't focus on the time, but you know, that's all part of the process, so let's see what I can do in 10 minutes. Again, the timer's set for 10 minutes and 1 second, so I have enough time to start. Y'all know how it is. I'm going to be drawing right here. Alright, I am ready. I'm so ready. And let's go. Okay, so we're gonna start with a nice circle for a head that's very big. I usually don't draw it that big, but I guess we're going for it now. It's totally the worst circle you've ever seen. It's barely a circle. Now, I usually try to get the face shape out of the way as soon as I can because I don't like dealing with face shapes. I'm not really a big fan of, you know, face shapes, which is a big point of a face, which is a shame. I'm totally seeing already that this is uneven, and I'm okay with that because I'm not very good at making it even anyways, so who cares in the end, you know? And that's just something that has to be done. So we're gonna erase that a little bit because I made it quite messy. He has quite distinct cheekbones over here, and I'm not trying to tell you that they're even on both sides because they're not, but that's just how it goes. So his eyes are like here-ish maybe, and his nose is like there, Let's go with that, and we'll draw a line down the middle. Please ignore the marks all over the page. It's totally not because I drag it all over my desk all the time. So let's stop talking, Travis, and focus on actually drawing. His eyes come up and then back down. I think that looks pretty all right. And there's like a little triangle and then like that. I think it's a little bit less. Sure. Sure. Let's try the other one. This always goes bad. Every person who has ever tried to draw knows the struggle of the other eye. And I have a particularly bad time with it because there's no such thing as consistency in my life. And that's, you know, and we're okay with that. Are we? Who knows? Let's keep going. Oh god. Okay, so I've kind of noticed with my drawings that my left eye, the left eye tends to be much bigger. Sorry for shaking y'all up. The left eye tends to be much bigger, and I tend to be happier with the left eye. That doesn't mean it looks better, it just means I'm happier with it. I'm gonna spend all my time drawing the eyes, and then I'm not gonna be time left. Really thought I'd give myself 10 minutes so I'd have time, but 10 minutes ain't a lot of time. Bro, why does they not look same? I don't know, Travis, why does they not look same? Okay, no, but we'll just change the other one instead, which is a mistake because this one looks kind of nice, but yeah, whatever. Okay, so let's pretend that those look similar because they don't, and that's okay. We'll go with it because we have blown through almost 3 minutes already, and that's always good. It definitely has monolids, so let's get a little bit up there, and, you know, darken that, and same thing over here, and darken that. Does it look like that? Kind of. He does have a little bit of under eye, like a bump there. I don't really know what that's called, to be honest with you, but I've seen it on like every idol I've drawn so far. Okay, so let's try and get these irises in here. Okay, that's not bad. I don't think that's bad. And let's try the other one, is like here. Okay, those are not, this one's definitely bigger, for sure. But that's okay because his eye is bigger, so it's just normal that way. Let's draw in those pupils. Uh-oh. That is not the best pupil I've ever drawn, but that's okay. Let's get this one in there. Oh, that one is massive, but that's okay as well. Let's get some shading in the eye. I swear to you guys, I'm only gonna have eyes by the time this drawing's over, because I only have 4 minutes left. I've literally drawn 4 minutes on the eyes. But you know what? Eyes are a very important feature on a face, so, you know, totally allowed. Okay, let's get rid of some of these guidelines, because they are annoying me. Okay. Eyes are done. Does it look like Jeno? Nope. That's okay. He's got quite a large nose. So, like, let's base out the shape here. It kind of looks like that. I'm so terrible at getting, like, even shape of nose. I'm just not good at it. Okay. So he's got, in this picture at least, he's got quite shallow nostrils. So let's do them like that. And then let's give him his... I'm doing a lot of thinking. Trying to figure out, like, what is going wrong. Because something is going wrong. Okay. Sure. You know, when it comes to noses, I don't really know what I'm doing. So we're just gonna pretend like it's good and go with it. So there's like a little bit of shading up here, and it kind of curves around like that. And then up into here, and over the eye. So this is very dark shading. I really don't usually do it this dark, but we're gonna pretend like it is that dark in the picture, even though it's not. And a little bit more, I guess, over there. And then I guess I should say this side too. Wow, I've done a lot of really dark shading there. That's okay. We have 4 minutes and 45 seconds as of right now. Okay, so let's get rid of the edges here and the edge over here. Keep in mind, I have no idea what I'm doing. I literally just looked at this picture like 4 seconds ago, and I decided, hey, so right now I'm trying to line up where the edges of his mouth are with the picture, because I'm gonna add 2 little circles. This is how I draw mouths. Not that it's a good way, so don't listen to me, but this is how I do them. So I start with the little circles on the side, and then I kind of treat the top lip and the bottom lip as 2 separate entities from each other, because they have like, oh, that's very big, but they have like their own little curvature to them. So in this picture especially, he has a very prominent like down bit in the center there. I'm not too happy with how that turned out, but we're gonna go with it because we don't have a super lot of time. We still have to do his hair. So when it comes to the bump in his lip, it's quite noticeable. So I'm gonna go up like, oh, not the happiest with how that turned out, but we'll keep it. And let's do the bottom one. So the bottom one kind of comes in a little bit closer. Does it go down to there? Yeah, sure. Goes down to there. We'll say it does. And let's circle that back up. That's okay. Let's make these a little bit bigger because I made his mouth kind of small. Okay, great. And let's get a little bit of shading underneath. We have 3 minutes left. Not doing too bad. Let's get rid of this guy. Oh, sorry, page. Just ripped the bottom of the page up. I didn't rip it, but I did mess it up, that's for sure. Okay, so now we have that shading in. I'm gonna like really quickly try and like sharpen this a little bit because he's got a pretty sharp jaw. And this is a little bit less sharp though. It's a little bit pointy. I was gonna say he doesn't even have ears, but he does. They're pretty hidden though. They're pretty far up and pretty small. In fact, the other one you can't even see, but I am going to put where I think they are just because I'm gonna draw them in and then I'm gonna pretty much get rid of them when we do his hair. So we'll just give them like a basic ear shape because I don't really know what they look like, to be honest with you. They're definitely not the same though in this picture, what I've drawn them so far. So, like I said, his hair kind of comes down like all the way to here. So his ears are going to disappear anyways, which is fine. Let's kind of block out how we want the hair to look. It's pretty big, to be honest with you, his hair. And he's got his hair part like there. So let's get this out of here. We have 2 minutes left. I really hope that I get to finish this because I think it might look okay if I can get it done, you know? Let's get rid of this, his head shape line now that I have the outside of his hair because it makes him look like he's completely bald. Okay, so let's kind of like draw in where we want this to be. Oh, it's pretty high actually. It's pretty high forehead. I have 1 minute left. I'm stressed about it. Okay, so there's a piece of hair that comes down like here-ish. And let's just like shape that out and then bring this back down to like there. And then here we want to like flip this over a bit. Oh, I kind of made it a little bit lower than the actual picture, but that's okay. So now we're going to do a thing that I call scribble. And we're literally just going to scribble. I have 1.5 minutes, so I don't need to stress as much as I feel like I do. And I'm doing this for you guys because usually when I do hair, I flip the page around like a whole bunch. But so that editing it is not hard, and you guys don't have to watch him like swivel around 1,000,000 times. I'm going to do it from one angle, but the hair might not look as good as it could, you know what I mean? I really hope I get both sides of his hair done. Okay, so basically, usually I would put a little bit more care into this. I feel like his hair's a little bit bigger on this side than I made it, but that's okay. Or maybe I just ruined it, who knows? In the picture, his hair is pretty messy, but I'm not going to make it that messy because I don't really want to. And that's a lot of work. And I'm not really good at making like individual pieces of hair. Not that I'm good at making regular hair either, but you know, I'm okay. I don't think I'm okay really, but I think I am not terrible at doing hair. This hair is not gonna be, oh my god, I only have 30 seconds. Okay, this side of the hair is gonna be really difficult for me because I am right-handed and the way that I do hair is very much like stroke related. And the angle at which this is approaching, oh my god, I have 16 seconds. Do you see how messy that just got? No, you were gonna look so good, and then we ran out of time. Hold on, wait, no. Okay, wait. It's okay. He doesn't have any shapes in his ears, but that's good. Okay, our time's out. We're out of time, and we made some mistakes at the end, but that's okay. Let's have a closer look at it. So here's our finished channel. Let's talk about it, okay? So let's talk things that went well and things that didn't go well. So, number one, hair's a mess. Sorry about that. That's okay though. Problem was that I just didn't have enough time for the hair, to be honest with you. And I took so much time on the on the eyes, and that's okay. And honestly, the eyes don't even look that good. But they're not bad either. And to be fair, in this picture, his eyes are pretty simple. They don't have a lot of shading, and I didn't do a lot of shading in general because shading is usually like the last thing I come back around to. Oh my god, he doesn't have eyebrows. Oh my god, wait. I knew something was weird. That's That's what's weird. He doesn't have eyebrows. He doesn't have eyebrows. No, he doesn't have eyebrows. Oh. If he had eyebrows. I wonder what's weird. Like, why doesn't it look right? I mean, it's not I'm not saying this is a perfect drawing. It's not. But he doesn't have eyebrows. And I can't even give them to him. This is the saddest day ever. Okay. I'm gonna hate myself editing this because I'm shaking it around so much. Other than the fact that he has no eyebrows, let's talk about some of the other things that I could have improved on in this drawing. So we already said the hair is a mess, which is fine. The face shape is a little bit off from Jeno. Like the actual drawing that I picked, or, you know, Jeno's actual face shape, it's a little bit off. It's not perfect. Jeno's face shape is a little bit less long and a little bit wider, I think. I think the cheeks and the, like, jaw going up to the side of the face could be a little bit longer. And the side of his face a little bit shorter. You know what I mean? Like, this could be a little bit longer, and this part could be a little bit shorter. The lips are a little bit iffy. They're not the best. They didn't go, the top lip kind of messed up a little bit, but I went with it because I was afraid of running out of time, which I ended up doing anyways. So I think the lips could be a little bit better, but I don't think they're awful. The shading on them is not great. And actually, in the shading in the whole face is not the best. In fact, he has shading in one part of his face, and that's it, and nowhere else. But hey, it adds a little bit of dimension to the drawing. If he had eyebrows and I shaded a little bit better, I think it would look a lot better. But I'm not saying that this is an awful drawing. So let's talk about what I am happy with, or what I think is pretty okay. I'm not saying it's good, but it's pretty okay. So if you've noticed, there's not much left to talk about when we get to the good stuff, because we've already talked about all the bad stuff, and that takes the most of it. I'm kind of happy with this nose. Is it a perfect nose? No. Is it a good nose? Debatable. I think it's kind of okay. I don't think it is a perfect match to Jeno's nose, but I do think it looks pretty nosy. Pretty nosy to me. And I'm okay with that. You know, we're not here to be perfect. We're not even here to be good yet. It's still called non-artist draws. And I'm kind of happy with this for being a non-artist. I think that the difference between 5 minutes and 10 minutes is extremely, extremely different. I mean, obviously it's double the amount of time, which makes sense, but just looking at this drawing even, you can tell that, like, I mean, let's look at the one from last week. So if we look just at the drawing, if you know there, Atrocity, that was 5 minutes. And if we come back to Jeno from this week, I think the difference is absolutely noticeable. I mean, I really wish I was able to give him eyebrows. I totally forgot. Like, I didn't even think about them. I think, if I'm being honest with you, and maybe I'm delusional, I definitely am delusional, even looking at it like this. Also, I just realized his jaw is not even, and that's okay. But I think that from a crazy person's standpoint, which is me, that there's a little bit of Jeno in there. It doesn't look like Jeno, not at all, but there's a little bit in there. A tiny bit of Jeno in there. Just a little. Do you agree? Probably not, and that's okay. Anyways, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Non-Artist Draws. I think it was kind of fun, and you know what? The further away you look at this, the better it looks. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to stick around because we're doing another episode with a new idol next Sunday, and every single day this week, I will be drawing Jeno again with a different picture, and they will be going up on Patreon for $1 only, and you get access to all the drawings from the last 3 weeks, plus this whole week and forever. Like, it's $1 per month, so if you want to support me, you totally can. I would love it. It would be very nice of you. And yeah, we just joke over there. They're not videos, because Patreon, we don't want to talk about videos on Patreon. They're just drawings, and then I write out a post talking about it, but they're pretty lengthy. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of Reaction, or in the next episode of Non-Artist Draws, if that's what you're here for. Before the end of the video, I just wanted to ask if you could please check out the link at the top of the description. It leads to a card that I made, which contains a bunch of links to other cards that other people have made that deal with various issues that are happening right now in the world. By taking the time to educate ourselves, we can truly create a better world. And if you look into these cards, you'll find so much information about so many injustices that are happening around the world and exactly how you can help, including donations, petitions, and other general education. Making sure that we are all educated and up to date on what is happening in the world can truly, truly change how these things play out. We all have a part in this, and staying silent is no longer an option. So educate yourself, work together, and let's create a better world. Thanks. Peace out, y'all. Bye bye.